Welcome to the Business Buyer Diaries. My name is Nathan Platter. I'm a full-time employee, and I bought a business. I did everything right, from finding the deal, handling all the due diligence on 63 opportunities, and ultimately bought a profitable gym. And boy was I in for a big surprise as a new owner. I chronicled everything in real time, including the biggest wins to the stressful nights at 2 a.m. I'm sharing my journey without sugarcoating anything, so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Here's today's episode. All right, happy Monday. We're starting off the new week strong. Well, from some positives is we have someone from corporate, my franchise business success person. He's on site for a couple of days. He's checking in on several studios, not just mine, and he's helping everyone get up to speed and figure out how they can be improving their different locations along the way. That's great. It's really helpful and valuable and meaningful, and I'm really glad that he's able to help train up my manager and get up to speed on our software, how things work, and how things ought to be running. I'm learning more and more to see how controlling the former staff was in terms of not training, not sharing information, keeping people hidden in the dark, and just trying to be the only person that knew how to do anything. One person wanted to look, just a simple example, someone wanted to look up the members' birthdays for the week so that on our whiteboard of weekly announcements, we can say, hey, happy birthday, person 1, person 2, person 3. The former staff did not let anyone even figure out how to pull birthdays so that we could celebrate someone's birthday, that only they were the only person to know how to do it. And so just something goofy like that. It wasn't even proprietary or high value information, but something as simple and basic as that was being throttled and bottlenecked left and right. And that's just ridiculous. There's no way that makes any sense. And that's just mind-blowing to me, because now the other staff are having to get up to speed on how to pull birthdays, how to find memberships that are members that are underpaying, members that are not being billed correctly. It was intentionally being bottlenecked so that only one person knew how to do any of that stuff. And they were pretty slow at figuring out how to do some of that stuff. And so now other staff are well, this is easy. I just click 3 buttons and I'm done. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sorry that you were gaslit for 3 weeks that we'll figure out how to do that thing later. And lo and behold, it should have been learned how to do it from the get-go. So that's been kind of an eye-opening reveal. I also caught up with the guy from corporate, my franchise success coach. We were just talking a little bit and it's hey, thank you for helping me with the wrapping up with one of my staff members. I know it wasn't quite easy on anyone, but I'm glad we're turning over a new leaf. He said, oh man, yeah, it's been wild. They're still texting me trying to get access to the company email. Wait, what? For real? He's yeah, they even found out some other phone numbers for corporate staff. They started texting and calling people saying, hey, they want to get access to the studio email. And people are just who is this person? What are they doing? If you need access to something, talk to your boss, your former boss. And if they're not going to give it to you, then escalate it through the proper channels. But what are you doing? You're acting like a crazy person here, former employee. Boy. So anyhow, things are picking on the up and up. We're going to have a profitable month sooner than later. This month is going to be probably in the red because there's going to be excessive staff pay from the manager leaving out, the manager coming in. There's going to be too much on the payroll side of things. So it's going to be an inflated number, and that's fine. There's going to be some lock changes, some one-time expenses that are no longer going to be a thing, and that's okay. Now I'm heading home. It's 3 o'clock. Heading home to continue working the day job. Been working on it most of the morning, and I need to be back on that and juggling all the balls all at once. I still need to do a little bit of prep for some meetings tomorrow. Tuesdays and Thursdays are my really busy meeting days, and I need to be working on some of that stuff and not just the gym. The gym is a big time constraint right now for me because I'm trying to get someone up to speed. They're highly motivated, highly energetic, highly engaged, so we'll be getting them up to speed sooner than later. So that's where we're at. That's where we're going. We're going to rock and roll. This has been another episode of the Business Buyer Diaries. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. I hope you're realizing that business ownership is no cakewalk. Check the podcast notes for a link to the DIY due diligence program, the complete list of show sponsors, and for media inquiries. Music written and composed by Wes Schrock. I'm your host, Nathan Platter. Join me again on the next one.